What the fuck? Anyway, you got me right. That's the damn computer with the sounds. I'm to teach you a lesson over there. Anyway, whatever, nigga. Anyway, hold on. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, let's go. Let me turn this down some. This shit, spiking levels is spiking them. Was that good? Was that loud enough for you? I hope nobody like held it closer and shit, and then I turned it up and the level spiked and blew everybody up. That would have been like, oh shit, this nigga tried to kill us. All right, so how's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody had a beautiful morning so far. So we're gonna have a conversation. We was talking last night, and I said, you know what? I like the way that we was just talking. So I said, you know what? Let's actually have a topic which we can discuss that can have a broader range of what people might like and what people might dislike. So I said, you know what? Why don't we discuss discographies? So one that I wanted to discuss specifically is Kanye and Drake's. And the reason why I want to discuss Kanye's and Drake's discography is because if we do that, we can also talk about the battle between Drake and Pusha T. But before we do any of that, we have to give appreciation to everybody that has donated to the chat or contributed to the community's resources on our previous show, prior to this show, the show prior to this one. There we go. I just wanted to use the word prior. Anyway, shout out to Book Smart Street Smart with the $2.99 drop. Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment with the $20 drop. Shout out to Antonio Chance with the $10 drop. Shout out to Lance BX with the $20.20 drop. Shout out to Foot in the Ass Entertainment with the $2 drop. Shout out to DSTN. Ain't nobody gonna call me Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. With the $5 drop. Also, real quick, shout out to Fishloke with the $20 47-cent drop. What's up with the 47-cent Fish? Is that your block? Anyway, shout out to that. Let's get to the show real quick. Let's do roll call. Why not, right? Let's get to the drops that have already happened on the show real quick. Shout out to Prince to Amir for the $12 drop, and shout out to Vic Star with the $30 drop. Definitely appreciate all of y'all. All of y'all guys are the best. Wait, that's for the last one. Okay, that goes before this one. Anyway, and also right now, shout out to Book Smart, Street Smart with the $2.99 drop. He said, "Rise and grind. God bless. Salute." What up, Young Earl? How you doing this way today? What up, D No Love? Real quick, between the two of you, I want to know right now, between the two of you, who you got? Drake, Kanye, discographies. And then after that, I want to know who's on whose side. Who's on Earl's side or who's on D No Love's side, but obviously only if they all have conflicting viewpoints. What up, the business? How you doing today? What up, Wayno Evans, William Summersville? How you doing? What up, Ra? Shay Lacey, Soto's in. Soto's in says, good morning, BBN community, Jack Frost. What up? What up, True Omega Sun 88. Carlo, Charlie Santana. I haven't seen you in a minute, Charlie. How you doing, my brother? Hope everything is fine. You and your family and all. He says, good morning, BBN fam. Salute. What up, Chanel Simmons, Lee Vincent, Brad Hauser, CC Hill. Are you related to the Pennistons? Who else we got up in here? Rob G Film. What up? Salute. Who else we got up in here? Charlie Santana says Kanye has a dope body of work musically, but Drake got an amazing catalog. But for me, Drake got it. Not by a stretch. That's interesting. Hold on, let me get through this real. What up, Salty? How you doing? Monica Kendra Whitehead. Okay. How you doing, baby girl? What up, Rue? Ain't nobody gonna pronounce them dots. Jones, how you doing, my brother? Lauderdale Action. Salute. How you doing? Lee Vincent says, salute, Frost. Love your show and you always talk the truth. I try. You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is, all right? I think that I have to have more shows where I differentiate between what I'm saying is a fact and what I'm saying is my opinion. Because one of the things that individuals do try to come in here and argue when they speaking with me, and I know that they know which side that I'm on in this discussion. That's how come I know that they're arguing me specifically in order to try to start an argument. That's why when, pardon me, you see people comment and I be like, oh, we about to get this dude up out of there. Because I already see the way in which they're structuring their comment. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway. Point being is this. I need to be able to speak and differentiate what I'm saying is a fact a little bit better in contrast to what I'm saying is an opinion. Because people like to come in here and see a fact and then argue their opinion with my fact and like to come in and have a fact against my opinion and to say that I'm wrong, and it was a fact that I might not have previously known. So I'm not wrong. You've just given me new information. Now I can have a new now I can make adjust my belief to what you're now telling me that I didn't know prior to this conversation. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference between not having information and being wrong. You understand? Although you are wrong. But anyway. So what up, King Slayer? How you doing? That damn conversation. What up, Book Smart, Street Smart? How you doing? NYC Boss Don Bigavelli. Haven't seen you in a stupid long time, brother. Happy to see that you still around. But I guess that's the only way I could put that one. Who else we got up here? I'm stupid. Who else we got up here? Shout out to Lauderdale Action with the $4.99 drop. Said salute. Frost. Shout out to Lauderdale Action. What up, Magnum? I'm not gonna put out the rest. I'm just calling you Magnum, man. You know what? I'm calling you Magnum P.I. How about that? I'm not calling you that right there. That ain't happening. Who else we got up in here? What up, Brad? Not again, at least. What up, Brandon Wilson? How you doing? Brandon Wilson says morning, long time. Hope everyone is being safe. Salute. That's how you do it. Brandon Wilson came in, haven't been here in a while. Said, yo, hey, he ain't come in and act like he been here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is sliding in the door, sneaking in the door. Brandon Wilson just came in, was like, yo, hey, I haven't been here in a while. What's up, everybody? Salute, Brandon Wilson. That's how that's done. What up, Blue? What up, Billy Gordo? James S. Salute. Liberty Hazelden. Salute. Rio Martinez. Salute. How y'all doing? Who else we got up in here? Yo, we got to get to the show. Hey, Efren Aguilera. How you doing today? Jeff LaRue. The hate is strong today. The hate, it just overcomes you sometimes. Sometimes you see the hate. The hate used to be small. You was like, I remember when the hate was a baby. I remember when I used to take the hate. I used to put the hate in my arms. I used to take the baby bottle. I used to say, hey, hate, why don't you just have a little bit of drink of this? This right here is called envy. And then I put that bottle away and grab another bottle and I say, hey, hate, you still hungry? This right here, this is called jealousy. Have some more of that. And that's what you got to do with the hate. Now the hate's big. Who else we got up here? Oh, we starting. I'm just saying, man. The hate always grows, homie. What you gonna do? Shout out to Shy Murder, the young CEO. Salute. What up, DZ? Alright, so, real quick, let's get to the conversation. You know I've been fucking around as usual. You know, I don't care, man. It is what it is. What up, Tariq Wilson? You know I've been fucking around. I don't be caring, nigga. Anyway, real quick, I want to have a quick, real quick, before we even get into, the comparisons, I want to know what everybody thinks Kanye's best song is. What do you think Kanye's best song is and best album? So I want everybody to put what you think his best song is, and then some dots or whatever the motherfucker, and then put what you think his best album is. Real quick, let's have a real quick so we can get an understanding and grasp where everybody is at while we're having this discussion. Shout out to Roach with the $5 drop. He said, peace, Frost. I ain't mad at Drake. I got 12.5% publishing on Mob Ties on the Scorpion album. Oh, word? Shout out to Drake. So, there you go, Roach. Really? And you only came in here with $5, nigga? No, don't. Pardon me. Yo, pardon me. I'm fucking with you, though. I really am fucking with you, but really? Shout out to that. Hands down, what album was Jesus Walks on? Dark Twisted Fantasy is my favorite album that he has. Dark Twisted Fantasy, that's the album where he got his heart broken. He was just singing the whole album, right? That's my favorite album he has, period. I think that's when he peaked, period. I don't think he has an album better than that album. I think Dark Twisted Fantasy, that's the best album he has, in my opinion. And I rock with Jesus Walks hard as shit. Like, you don't understand. Oh, so that's 808s and Heartbreaks? Okay, so that's the album I'm talking about. I don't know what the name of the album is. All I know is after he had his heart broke and he was singing on the whole damn album. And I was just like, this is just spectacular. I can just literally just listen to that album. And there's very few albums out there that I can do that to. Yeah, that was after his mom's passed away. Also, that was after his mom's passed away. I thought that was after he broke up with homegirl. Yeah, no skips. That's a fact. You ain't never lied, Pine Tree. Well, you probably lied before, but in this particular sentence, you're not lying. that's the truth. I don't know what you've been doing prior to that. I'm just using the word prior all day today. I don't know why. I don't know why. Well, okay, so I like Gold Digger. Obviously, Gold Digger's a banger. Don't get it confused. But I got a rap that I wrote a long time ago, back in the 90s, where it goes, I walk through the valley of death with nothing left but my spirit that can't be broken, my last breath. Demons ask for my help, but I already understand that the devil's playground is a man's idle hands. When push is getting too close to shove this host, above all, I floss with God to the frostest toast. I won't be deceived. Although evildoers want me to leave, I'm searching the moonlight as my words caught in the trees. I hear his words in the breeze, and the speech impediment some people speak, and in its days degrees. If you know what to look for, then you see it. So when I heard Jesus Walks, and I was writing shit like that when I was like in my early 20s, like, you got to understand, I wrote a lot of music, talking about God. Like, you don't understand, a lot of music I wrote talking about God and talking about how much I love God and how I want to be right in God. Like, that's like my early 20s. Like, so when Jesus Walks came out, when Jesus Walks finally came out and Jesus Walk hit, bang, that was like something for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I try to explain to people, one of the there's a couple of reasons why I stopped trying to be a rapper, right? One of the main reasons why I stopped trying to be a rapper was because I came into some weird situations that I felt uncomfortable in, and I was like, you know what? I don't want no parts in this. I don't do anything for money. This is certain things I'm not gonna do. Period. And I don't care. Whatever, nigga. On that, like that energy. I'm not doing it, and I don't care. Like that energy. You feel me? So that, and I started seeing that all people wanted was music that was. I didn't want to make music sending people in the wrong direction. I started realizing the type of this is around the same time that I was like dead nice in basketball, like dead nice. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when I walked down the block, like, real talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about high school popularity either. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about neighborhood where I lived at that time. Everybody knew me. I was dead nice in basketball. I was dead nice with rapping. And I just didn't want to put out a negative image. That's when I started really thinking. I used to smoke a lot of weed. I started really thinking, you know what? I don't want to sit in front of my building smoking weed. I don't want to make genocide music. You feel me? So I felt like, and then I started making music just talking about the Most High, because I just write. Like, that, I just like writing. I don't know. I don't understand how, like, I didn't, like, that's my way of expressing myself when I was growing up, because that's just what I did. I don't want to get into it. So yeah, Jesus Walks is one of, it's just period. Like, I think we need to have more raps that are become part of the pop culture, that speak about the Most High, because we have gospel rap or whatever, right? But it's not mainstream enough. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we need actual artists like Kanye, actual artists to speak about the power and the belief and what God could do for you when you believe in Him. You understand what I'm saying? And speak about how we need to use our voices in a certain manner to create certain things from happening. You want to know what the Black Lives Matter movement is actually doing? The Black Lives Matter movement is mobilizing people's voices. Do you understand this? I mean, a lot of people aren't going to understand this. You understand what I'm saying? But the people that understand this know, I know what I say. When I'm saying things, I know what I'm doing. All right? I know what I'm doing. All right? Just, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so they're weaponizing faith. I don't want to get too far into it, but that's what they're doing. That's why we got to be real cautious and real careful about who we support. You understand what I'm saying? We got to be real cautious, and we got to be careful of who we support, because sometimes you literally are going to have to support somebody that's out to try to do something selfish, but in order for you to get from point A to point B, you have to go with them. And sometimes it's like that, and that's literally what politics is about. Anyway, let's get back to the rap talk. Can we get back to the rap talk? Wait, that rap I just kicked, y'all thought that was okay? That rap is like, I can't even explain to you how old that shit is. That shit is old, old. Jesus Walks was Book Smart Street Smart says Jesus Walks was hard though. Do you know what the Midwest is doing? And Reckless, next thing might snatch the necklace. Somebody tell this fool who Kanye West is. Smoke. Charlie Santana says, I agree with you 1000%, bro. Not just musically, but morally. This world has slowly been pushing God out of the equation when he's the inventor of all equations. See, think about, like, all right, so there's a reason why see this, I want to talk about Kanye. I want to talk about Kanye versus Drake, so I'm not going to get on that conversation, but we're going to be able to use that on a different day. Copy, my brother? But we talking about Kanye and Drake. So hold on. So what's Drake's, so can we have a consensus on what we, now everybody stop commenting. I don't want no comments, everybody, please, I'm asking you very nicely, please stop commenting. We need to come to a pretty clear consensus real quick. The only comments I want is, what do you think Drake's, pardon me, what do you think Kanye's best song is? Can we just get some guesses real quick? And don't write anything else if you can, please, so we can count easier. If that's not, they need to put like a poll shit in this shit in the live. They need to put a poll in the live. That's what they need to do. Somebody need to talk. I missed the last 2 meetings, so they probably not gonna hear from me. Hear from me next time I speak to them rat bastards. So the only vote we got is Gold Digger by Billy Gordo. Alright, Jesus Walks, Gold Digger. One or the other, James. I can't take neither one of those. Runaway. That's probably my third or fourth favorite song from Kanye. Diamonds Are Forever is dope too. Alright, so we got Through the Wire is dope. That's a fact. Alright, so Power. Can't Tell Me Nothing. Not for nothing. That was like my theme song for a while. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, on some real shit. I'm like, yo, look, man. People around me niggas is snakes. Y'all niggas can't tell me nothing. Fuck wrong with you? You gotta be on there like that sometimes, for real, for real. Sometimes you're just gonna be like, I keep trying to tell people, man, you gotta burn, sometimes you gotta burn the forest down. Sometimes that's the only thing to do. I'm telling you right now, Dark Knight is, go watch The Dark Knight again. The Dark Knight talks about a lot of war strategy. The Dark Knight is nothing but, I'm not, okay, I'm putting people on the way more than, okay, could we stop everything real quick? I want to explain something to the people that don't know. Every single movie, right? They take a template of something and they take a template of something, then they write a story around it. All the best movies. I'm talking about the big movies. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to tell you how this is done. They be like, yo, I got a Batman. Yo, could you make a Batman movie for us, right? So they go, okay, we're going to make a Batman movie, right? And then they'll take a old ass story like The Tale of Two Cities, and they'll take the concept of The Tale of Two Cities and they'll rework that around the Batman people. I'm telling you what they do. I'm telling you how to write it. Look, man, I'm putting you on the game right now. I really am putting you on the game, like I'm putting real game. So this is what they do. Or they'll go and they'll take Hamlet, or they'll go and they'll take like a Shakespeare. You know how many times Shakespeare works of have been made into movies and you don't even know it? You have no idea. It's a fucking adaptation of a Shakespeare damn book. Okay, so go like this. Let's go album. Favorite Kanye album, favorite Drake album. What up, Bree Powell? We got Bree Powell in the house. What up, Darnisha? Cool. How you doing, baby girl? Okay. Favorite Kanye album, favorite Drake album. How about that? Is that better? Because I don't know. I can't say unequivocally that Drake has a better song to me than Jesus Walks. I don't think Drake has a... What song do Drake got that's better than Jesus Walks? I don't think, to me. You understand what I'm saying? To me, I don't think Drake has a better song than Jesus Walks. To me, for where I'm at. Shout out to Omega Sunlight with the $5 drop. He said for spot on with the movies. Good viewpoint on that. My dude, when I tell y'all I used to be a professional student. I used to be a professional student, homeboy. I went to school. I went to school studying film also. This is a fact. I went to one of them damn trade schools. This is a fact. Called Catherine Gibbs. This is a fact. Graduated. This is a fact. Digital media. This is a fact. What the fuck? I used to be a professional student. I know how to do almost all of this shit at one point or another. Let's go. I'm gonna say so this is the biggest difference I say between Drake and Kanye. This is the biggest difference. When you look at Kanye's discography, right? Hold on, listen to me for this real quick breakdown. I'm gonna break down what I think about Drake's discography, and I'm gonna think about Kanye's discography. If you look at Kanye's discography, he was fucking a genius from the gate. When he stepped out the gate, he wasn't just verbally genius. The music that he was creating, because the music, the sound, the actual notes that he was making were incredible, and the way he spoke, his raps and everything were also incredible. But the biggest difference, you could say the same for Drake. In the beginning, he was also dope also. But the biggest difference between Drake and Kanye is Kanye basically has two careers. Because before 808s and Heartbeat, Kanye was a totally different rapper. Can we agree on that? Can we agree that before 808s and Heartbeats, Kanye was a different rapper? He was an entirely different rapper. Vix is in here. Shout out to Vix. We love Vix. So when I look at a Kanye, and I look at almost... The only reason why I said Kanye versus Drake, because I couldn't think of any other rapper that could have a discography that can go against a Kanye that it would be fair. You understand what I'm saying? I just couldn't think of nobody to be fair with, just to be honest with you. He said, Frost on his twist today. Successful with Trey Songz. Kanye carved the way for himself with Preezy. Okay, just so we could be clear, Kanye was in the music industry working on other people's projects before his first project dropped, and so was Drake. That's another thing that makes them good people to compare against one another, because they have similar paths to success. Shout out to Lauderdale Action with the 199 drop. He said Kanye music timeless. Drake music doesn't age well. I think Kanye makes music that is meant to be appreciated, not just in the moment, but in the future also. I agree with you. And I do think that Drake makes music specifically to get the people that in that moment, and later on that music is only meant to bring back memories of when you first heard it. There's nothing wrong with that. You understand what I'm saying? You know that song that you hear and it be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? And what happens is it's giving you memories of a specific time. You're getting recollections like smell, noise, smell, sound, sight triggers memory. Taste triggers memory. You feel me? So Drake music, absolutely nostalgic effect. Thank you, DSTN. Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. Don't care what your wife says. I don't think Drake's music is timeless. I think Drake's music is good though. I love Drake's music. A big Drake fan. Shakes says Kanye uses those old samples, keeps it familiar in your head, and makes it always hit. I'm not gonna argue that point, but everybody does that. To say that Kanye is nowhere near the only, I literally just explained to you how movies are made. That's how they do music. Also, they take old shit. What the fuck? Were you paying attention? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Who said that shit? Shakes, were you just paying attention? I just explained all of this with a whole analogy about movies, homie. I just explained this with a whole analogy about movies. I just explained this. Were you paying attention? Was he here? He might not have been here. I'll explain this again. Yo, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I know what I'm talking about. I'll explain it again though, man. I thought I explained this like a couple of seconds ago. That's a whole fact. I was like, yo, look, I explained this. Okay, so check this out. Check this out. One of the things that they do when they do music is sampling. They've been sampling rap music since the beginning of time. You do know this, right? Does anybody else know that there's been samples on rap music like forever? Because basically hip hop started with people taking beats that already existed, where DJs played them, and then the party turned up. Who was the first DJ to do that? I think it was Kool Herc. I think Kool Herc. Was it Kool Herc? I forget which that started playing the break beats. You know, that's why they call B-boys, right? Because they danced on the break beats. The break beats is when they played the music that just, anyway, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother conversation. Alright, so Charlie Santana said it's a dope matchup because the paths meet up at some point for me, and then it separates at some point in and out. And also these dudes been beefing. Remember when Drake and Kanye, pardon me. Remember when Kanye, pardon me. Remember when Pusha T and Drake was beefing, and a lot of people said that actually originated because of Kanye. Remember? And then Pusha T was like, nah, Kanye had nothing to do with that. I just don't like the nigga. Yeah, let's get it. He was like, come here, Drake. He was like, yo, Kanye. He was like, yo, Kanye ain't tell me shit. I just don't like the nigga. How do you say something like that? Like, that's how I took it. I don't know how anybody else took it. You do sample infringements? All right. Hey, so Roach, do I know what I'm talking about with what I'm discussing? Am I on point? Since the start, they played Apache and Mexican beats, and the breakers went off in the Bronx. That's a fact. I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I just ask people and shit so I can get y'all involved. I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I just act like I don't. All right, so this way you can be clear. Yeah, so you can't get mad at Kanye for that. They've been doing that forever. Like, that don't make sense, homie. Shout out to you though. What the fuck? Yeah, the other dude Shakes was like, but Kanye samples. Yeah, Shakes. Everybody does. They've been doing that since the shit started. What are you talking about? Are you mad at Kanye because he's getting better samples cleared than your favorite artists? Hey, yo, Roach, could you DM me behind the scenes? I would love if you could DM me behind the scenes. Not for, I swear if you say hey with like 3 Y's in it, man, I'm going to block you. But I would love if you would DM me behind the scenes. I would like to ask you a couple of questions if you don't mind. I'm trying to tell you, man. I see hey, it got like 3 or 4 Y's on that shit. I'm blocking your ass. I'm telling you right now, man. It's a fact. I'm like, what the fuck? He got a whole beard. Oh man, what am I talking about? Yeah, so you can't get mad at Kanye for that. Everybody does that. What are you talking about, homie? Anyway, oh man. Yo, my fault, yo. Sometimes I actually think what I said is funny. You don't get it. Like, alright, so I'm trying not to laugh at that shit. That shit was stupid. Anyway, what am I talking about? I wasn't laughing, just so we can be clear, I wasn't laughing at that particular joke. That joke brought back a memory of some really funny shit. I'm telling you, man, I got an interesting life, homie. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, Charlie says, I say Drake. I feel that they willing to play his music in nail salons and supermarkets and bars out of this country. I'm telling you what your opinion is. Kanye gets played every way also, homie. Kanye has got a whole church going on. What are you talking about? They only willing to play. They at all of these places they're playing Drake. They're playing Kanye, homie. Who said that? Charlie Santana? Charlie, you this close. You know, right? You're about to be in the corner, homie. Everywhere that they play Drake, they play Kanye. What are you talking about? The only place they probably don't play Kanye at is in them damn in Canada. they, that's the only place, but we know why. What are you talking about? '40s production syncs resonate EDM and tribal music sounds with Drake rapping over it. No, they whole shit is dope. Like, what the fuck? Both of these artists are incredible. Both of these guys. What up, Aaron Finney? Both of these guys are incredible. I don't have anything bad to say about either one of these guys. They're incredible as artists. I give it the yay too, not for nothing. But I give it the yay because 808s and Heartbeats is like one of my favorite albums of all time, even though I can never remember the name of it and I get it mixed up with a Twisted Dark Fantasy all the time. You know, I do that all the damn time and shit. But 808s and Heartbreaks, that's one of my, that's Follow the Leader, the albums, Rakim, Follow the Leader, right? 808s and Heartbreaks, Nas, Illmatic, Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet. Jay-Z, I want to say it's either the Blueprint or his first damn album. If I have, because I don't want to pick two albums from one person. Copy. These are it's just damn near perfect albums. See, I see flaws in the Blueprint, but the Blueprint. I got a reason why I don't want to say the Blueprint. I don't want to say what it is. I don't want to say the Blueprint, but the Blueprint. These are incredible albums. You understand what I'm saying? That can't be questioned. Shit can't be questioned. I think Kanye has the better catalog. I think I don't think Drake has anything as far as album wise that can compete with 808s and Heartbeats. But that might be a personal thing with me. You understand what I'm saying? That might just be my personal preference. But I think that if somebody came and told me that there was a Drake album they thought was better than that one, I wouldn't argue them down. I'd be like, because I would think that could be also a rational opinion that isn't based in bias because Drake has incredible work. That's a fact. It's not even questionable. I think he just make music for TikTok now. He'd be like, you know what? He'd be like, yo, Drake, what's your next song gonna be? He's gonna like, I don't know. I'm gonna see if the music can sync up to TikTok dancing. If the beat don't sync up to TikTok dancing, then you know, it's a dub. You gotta be able to do all that TikTok shit. You gotta be able to do that shit. If you can't do that TikTok shit, I can't make the song. Am I lying? Almost all the Drake shit. Hold on. Don't Drake come out with a new like a dance song or TikTok song? Don't that shit happen? Or am I wrong? Or I don't wanna. I don't know. Okay. So I got my own issues with Jay Electronica and Jay-Z. And I try not to incorporate things that I might have a bias for or against. Drake got plenty of years left to kill it. Not for nothing. Drake has plenty of years to kill it. You know who? Drake shouldn't see a song a fucking bang. Yo, there's some of these new artists. If they could get a Drake, y'all know who Shinsia is, right? A Drake Shinsia song would fucking bang. Yo, I was watching Vina Love. I was listening to Vina Love sing on her IG this morning. I'm no lie. Every morning I'm checking for her IG from now on. I'm gonna be in Vina Love's IG every morning if she's gonna do this singing shit every morning. That's a fact. That shit just made my soul feel better. I don't know what to tell you. That's a whole fact. Shout out to Vina Love. Jay Electronica's album is basically a Jay-Z album. Like, okay, so you want to know what an incredible album is? Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all what an incredible album is right now. Watch the Throne. Watch the Throne is an incredible album, and it's for adults. It's for grown folk, right? That's the type of music I think we should start making. The kids got their music. I think us older people need to stop trying to be with the younger kids and just appreciate the people that grew with us that's making music. We can still listen to the younger music stuff and enjoy that shit and dance to that shit and turn up. That's a whole fact. Don't get it twisted. But why we need to also appreciate our artists and love our artists. Right now, Rolling Stones could go on tour, man, if they still alive. I don't know if they still alive. Them niggas is old, yo. They might be on the stage and shit. You know, they hold the mic. Nigga don't got a mic. The nigga got the shit that you gotta hook the IV into. They attach the mic to that shit with the damn bag on it. Nigga got an IV drip while he performing. Them niggas is old. But if them niggas right now go do a show, they gonna pull numbers. It was written Nas was crazy, but if I have to choose a Nas album, it's Illmatic by far. Illmatic has, quite frankly, one of the greatest hip hop verses on it, and Nas didn't even say it. Visualizing the realism in life and actuality. Fuck who's the baddest, a person's status depend on salary. And my mentality is money that's being dated. I'm destined to live the dreams for all my peeps who never made it this year. In the beginning, in the hood of 5%, but something must have got in us, cause all of us turn to sinners. Now some resting in pieces, some is sitting in San Quentin. Others such as myself are trying to carry on tradition. That's not Nas. That's AZ. That's not Nas. That's AZ. That's not Nas. That's AZ. I think that's quite frankly one of the greatest verses in hip hop history. Period. I'll put that verse up against any verse ever written. I put that verse up against any verse ever written. Any verse. Any verse ever written. By far. And y'all know I know all of Rakim shit. I'm telling you that's better than Rakim shit to me. Y'all know visualizing the realism in life and actuality. Fuck who's the baddest. A person's status depend on salary. And my mentality is money that's being dated. I'm destined to live the dreams for all my peeps who never made it this year. In the beginning, in the oldest 5%ers. But something must have got in us, cause all of us turn to sinners. Now some resting in pieces, some is sitting in San Quentin. Others such as myself are trying to carry on tradition. Keep the effervescent street ghetto essence inside us. Cause it provides the proper insight to guide us. Even though we know that someday we all gotta go, but as long as we leaving thieving, we be leaving with some kind of dough. So, the fuck out of here. I know rap, man. I know we need to talk about rap. I know rap. I know rap. And I know good rap when I hear it. Even if I don't like it, I know whether it's good or not. I know whether the people are gonna fuck with it. It's about the greatest verse of all time. Just my opinion. What the Rockin' verse in the ghetto? Ghetto, nobody's like Planet Earth was my place of birth, born to be the sole controller of the universe. Besides the part of the map I hit first with any line that I can adapt. When it gets worse, the rough gets going, the going gets rough. When I start speaking, the mic might bust. The next state will quake from the power I generate. People in Cali used to think it was earthquakes. But times was hard on the boulevard, so I bogart and never get scarred. It's hard cause it seems like I'm locked in jail, looking over the edge, but the R never fell, or slipped or tripped cause my Nikes got grip. I stand on my own 2 feet and come equipped any stage I'm seen on. Mike I fiend on, I stand alone and need nothing to lean on. So I, whoa, let's go. My name's, I said, my name is, she said, her name's Mahogany. I said, my name is Rakim, and this is Eric B. But the music is loud. I said, let's take a walk so we could talk and see New York. Showtime doesn't start until 1 o'clock, so when it entered my mind, I wouldn't want to stop. Come on, man. I'm telling you I'm a Rakim fan. And when I tell you that this dude is better than that verse, that one verse, is the greatest verse I've ever heard. I know hip-hop. I know rap. I know real rap. Not trying to disrespect anybody else's rap. I'm just, I know rap, man. Let's stop, though. You want to know something? I'm going to tell you what I love about Drake. Drake is just the greatest incarnation of LL Cool J yet in the music industry. I'm going to say that again. Drake is the greatest incarnation of LL Cool J yet in the music industry. Now think about LL Cool J and think about Drake. This big L, slow L, no. Chicks get banged in the roof if I ain't got no motel though. Jadakiss Raw, man, like super underrated. That's a fact. Jadakiss, I don't think Jadakiss is underrated. I just think that all of that stuff that happened with Puff and the way that they went into the music industry and the type of people that they are, they just can't deal with certain people. You got to understand, them is some real Bronx dudes. They like, well, Yonkers dudes, you know what I'm saying? But them dudes is like real. They, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not saying that they super tough or nothing like that, but what I'm saying is them is not the type of people that's gonna let you get over on them a second time. So after the situation that they had with the contract that they previously didn't like, obviously there's just not gonna be as much room for them to work with other people because there's gonna be deals that they're not gonna take a chance at. You feel me? It's not about being rich. It's about living comfortably. Too many people think it's all about being rich. Like, I don't want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable. What the fuck do I want to be rich for? You know what other kind of problems I have? Once I get rich, I gotta start voting Republican. That shit ain't gonna make sense. Shout out to them niggas. But the point in which I'm trying to make is this. Jadakiss, great, great, great rapper. I wish that he had more beefs with people. The two beefs that he had is when him and Beans was beefing, and that is legendary. The other time when when 50 Cent said something to him, and the nigga said, "Nah, nigga, we ain't doing this," and he went at 50 Cent with that animal. What was the name of that that Jadakiss track where he went at 50? Yeah, the Locks muscled their way out of that. Rough Riders muscled the Locks out of that contract. Let's say what it was, all right? Yeah, that's a deep verse. That's like, you gotta understand, like, that's literally all, um like I said, that verse that I wrote a while back. I wrote it really when I was young. I walk through the shadows I walk through the valley of death with nothing left but my spirit that won't be broken, my last breath. Demons ask for my help, but I already think about it. I walk through the valley of death when I'm on my last leg, nigga. I walk through that's how I live. I walk through the valley of death with nothing left but my spirit that won't be broken, my last breath. Demons ask for my help, but I already understand that the devil's playground is a man's idle hands. When push is getting too close to shove this host, above all, I floss with God to the force's toast. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So, and I'm not going to go into it, but I've always thought that when you rap, you say one thing and you mean one thing. You say one thing that you're saying, you also mean a thing, but you're saying a thing, but you also mean a thing. And there's also, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it gotta mean something. And I think that's one of the reasons why I side with Kanye a little bit more than Drake. I think Drake is more witty as far as wit goes. Drake has way more wit. You understand what I'm saying? But I think when Kanye raps specifically, I think he's actually trying to attack your emotions. And yes, I said that the appropriate way. Attack your emotions. That's what Kanye does. He attacks your emotions. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong or right with that. A lot of people do that. Whitney Houston, that greatest love of all. Go listen to that. She's absolutely attacking your emotions. She's just ripping you to shreds. That's what she's doing. I'm telling you. The Bodyguard song, absolutely attacking your emotions, beating the shit out of your emotions. That's a factual, Mega. You had to be a wordsmith and build the scene with your craft. People spoke. People let people see what you spit. That's why I think, literally, I think the most underrated MC of all time is Kool G Rap. I think Kool G Rap might have been the second or third best rapper in the 80s. I think you got Rakim, KRS-One, Kool G Rap. Those are the three best rappers in the 80s. That's just my opinion. I don't think he gets nowhere near enough acclaim. No, definitely Melly Mel's second verse. No, 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 no. The Message is a legendary song. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Ha 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 ha. Sometimes, come on, man. Sometimes it makes me wonder how you keep from going under. Goddamn, everywhere. Oh man, I don't wanna. I'm gonna have to think too hard to remember. So let's stay on point. But yeah, broken glass everywhere. I have to think too hard to remember. But yeah, that's how the Bronx was literally low. There was broken glass everywhere. Matter of fact, go watch that video. That's literally how the. Hold on, I'm gonna show you how the Bronx looked back when I was growing up. Hold on, everybody, hold on. I'm gonna show you how the Bronx looked when I was growing up. Oh shit, don't play the volume. That shit is gonna get me hit immediately. Hold on. This stupidness no apps. Yo, this is how the Bronx looked when I was growing up, yo. Look at this shit. Look, that's a clean block. Hold on, let me show y'all. This is how the Bronx look. Yo, look at this. This is how the Bronx look. Those are abandoned buildings. Nobody lives there. And let's look at that big ass fucking look. That's just rubble. That's just a building that was destroyed and nobody cleaned it up. They just left it there. Yo, let me rewind this real quick. That's literally says it's a building. Look, you see all that shit? That's just a building. All that stuff right there is just a building. Somebody destroyed it and they just left all the destroyed shit there. This is how the Bronx look. And then, yo, and then there's dogs in there also. And in those buildings is also all types of different weirdos trying to get their drug use on. Look, these niggas are just standing in the lot. Yo, look at this shit. Look, the building used to be there. That's all bricks. You see all that shit in the background? That's bricks and dirt and rubble. A building used to be there. They destroyed the building and just left the... I'm trying to tell you, man. I be trying to tell you about the Bronx, man. I'm dead serious, man. It was bad, yo. I'm telling you, man, it was bad. Copy. That's why I keep trying to tell people I came from a different era, man. Y'all just got people just get me fucked up. That's all it is. People just get me confused and fucked up, and then they don't want to admit it after the fact. Locked in. People get me confused, fucked up, and then after the fact, they can't just admit, you know what, I was just wrong about that guy. Let's move on. Then they just say, you know what, we're going to go harder. Like, rat bastards, I'm never going to give in. So I don't care what you do. We just got to do that then. That's the thing we doing now. That bullshit you on. Yeah, they was smoking crack casually back then like it was weed. That's a fact. Sugar Hill Records, biggest thieves ever. Shout out to Roach for that comment. If dog shit was a bomb, hell yeah, man. Yo, you stepped in dog shit on a regular. To this day, I look on the street when I walk a lot, so I make sure I don't track my... So I know people probably be like, yo, that dude's always depressed. No, nigga. I'm not trying to step... I'm used to not trying to step in dog shit. I grew up in a time where you just didn't... First of all, stray dogs was everywhere. so it wasn't... It didn't even make sense to tell people to pick up their own dog shit. Stray dogs was everywhere. We had to get rid of them niggas first. So it's just, that's what it was. I had a friend that I had a friend called Freddie Roman, like one of my best friends growing up, right, Puerto Rican. He stepped on a nail one day. Yeah, nail about that long, yo. Yeah, he stepped on a nail one day. So you just look down. I'm just telling you, man. This shit was crazy. Niggas stepped on the nail one day. We were just walking, minding our business. Walking through one of those lots that I showed you where buildings used to be. They got destroyed and then the city just left it. We was walking through one of those lots. Niggas stepped on the damn like this. Freddie Roman sound like he got all the work, right? Yo, matter of fact, if I ever do anything, well, when I get the opportunity to do the stuff that I plan on doing, I'm gonna have a lot of tributes to the peoples that I grew up with. I'm gonna use a lot of their names, the people that are favorable. They might be, some of them might be villains and get killed in the movies and shit like that. You know, whatever, nigga. Somebody had to die. It's a movie. Yep, all of them lots are now buildings and parking lots. For everybody that don't know, the Bronx had a problem where there was a lot of the people that own the buildings was was trying to get out of the Bronx. So what they were doing, they was burning the building down so they could get the insurance money, and it was a lot of people burning their own buildings down. So there was just like a shitload of buildings burned down in the Bronx, and the people was burning their own buildings down so they could get the insurance money and bouncing. There was a shitload of buildings that was burned down in the Bronx. So they'd be just like every block. Like I'm like the insurance world is a fact. Like every block. Like this is, I'm not lying, and I'm not even exaggerating. It felt like you couldn't turn around anywhere without seeing a lot. Yeah. And then people bought shit for cheap. That's a fact. Like, but them lots was there for years though. They had this one lot that now it's a school. It was a lot for at least 10 years that I know of. Nothing was there. It was just rubble. I don't know what to tell you. For at least 10 years I know of. That shit was rubble from my earliest memory. From my earliest memory until I was like 13, 14 years old. At least. Because that's when I moved. Yeah, that's why I keep trying to explain to people, like, if you from the 80s, like, you were just a different type of person. Like, no disrespect. I was a kid in the 80s. I was a teenager in the fucking 90s. And them is polar opposites. Them whole times is polar opposites. Shit was totally different. I don't know what to tell you. In the 80s, you walk around, you can't go nowhere. Everybody want to beat everybody up. Everybody trying to rob you. It was bad. Poverty was bad, Joe. You don't understand. People didn't start buying expensive sneakers till Jordans. That's why people was robbing and stealing people for Jordans. And I'm talking about just an American thing. In America. Hold on. Can we stop everything? Everybody that know what I'm talking about? Sneakers really didn't start getting stolen until Jordans came out. When Jordans came out, that's when people started shooting people and shit like that for sneakers. Because before then, almost everybody had skips damn year. You had Pro Kids, some Converse, or Skips, or some Adidas here and there. You had sneakers out called Kangaroos. They had commercials. How do you have a commercial for sneakers called Kangaroos? I'm just saying though, it had Kangaroos on me. It had a commercial, man. What the fuck? Yeah, but Pumas is a respectable brand. New Balance is a respectable brand. LA Gear is a respectable brand. You understand what I'm saying? But in the hood, like, I don't know what to tell you. Niggas had those, but a lot of niggas had Troops. There you go. Had Troops. Had E-Tonics. Had Kangaroos. Damn, Kangaroos had Walter Payton signed to them. People just signed any old sneaker back in the day. Niggas was like, yo, these new sneakers, man. we got the Velcro strap. Well, it's not Velcro. We just got tape, right? And we gonna write a name on it. And the sneakers come with a roll of tape. So anytime the person want to say that they're a different person in the NBA, all they gotta do is, rip off the old tape, put the new tape on it. This is the new joints. Diodoras, British Nikes. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. There was a moment when British Nikes was the shits, though. There was a moment when British Knights, at least in my hood, I can't talk about nobody else's hood. There was a moment when British Knights was the shit, when they had the big BK on the side, and the kids used to come to school. Yo, now that I'm an older adult, kids be liking some ugly ass stupid shit, yo. Kids be, yo, not for nothing. The shit that was like dope when I was a kid, nowadays I'm looking back like, what in the hell was we on? Like, was we on drugs? The drugs. The damn sneakers kids like. Like nowadays, kids like sneakers with lights in them. Why? None of them shits make any sense to me. We was poor. Thank you, Carmelo Moody. That's why. That's a whole fact. Thank you for just pointing that out, Carmelo Moody. I'm just trying to make fun of where we're not at anymore, and so people could think about how good things are now. I never went through an androgynous period, DSTN. Do your wife know about this? Does your wife know about these androgynous periods you went through, DSTN? Is that why she wants people to call you Dustin? Now, the Ewans is still hard. That's a whole fact. The Elise, I remember the Elise. I never had a pair, though. I remember the starter jackets. Niggas used to rob niggas for starter jackets. Yo, you could just be a cool nigga for having. Yo, you could be. All your other gear could be trash, but you got a starter jacket. Yo, am I lying though? All your other gear could be trash, but if you had a starter jacket, you made it. You was somebody. You made it on me. You got a starter jacket. Am I lying though? That's a fact. And I don't care what you did in your life. I don't care what people thought about you. If you had an 8-ball jacket on, you was the man. I'm trying to tell you. But no, 9 times out of 10, if you had an 8-ball jacket on, you was also a drug dealer. I'm just saying. You seen a guy with an 8-ball jacket. You know that nigga was making money. He was making money or he robbed somebody. If he had I'm telling you right now, if he had an 8-ball jacket on, he was making some money or he robbed somebody. That's it. That's it. Those are the only people that had 8-ball jackets, man. That's a fact. Am I lying though? Wait, hold on. Am I lying though? Because you had to be tough enough that niggas ain't gonna steal that shit from you. That's one. You couldn't if you couldn't see, this is how the 80s was. For real. If you had something that was dope, this is why a lot of people probably had what we had that wasn't the greatest thing. Because if you had something that was dope, you had to be able to keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was running up on you and just taking your shit. Like, and leaving you alive. Like nowadays, niggas want to steal your shit and then kill you. You know what I'm saying? In the 80s, niggas will rob you, beat you up, steal your shit, and then rob you next week. Beat you up again. You know, like a couple of months from now, you might have some more good shit. They're gonna rob you. Am I lying? Like anybody that was in the 80s. Oh, I had a shitload of triple fat gooses that I got from other people. Shout out to all of them other people. Yeah, that's a fact. That's what I'm trying to tell people. I came from a different time. Y'all niggas is threatening a nigga that don't care. I came from a time when niggas did not threaten you. You just saw niggas and you knew what was up. That's it. Nigga never said nothing. You just know you and them had beef. And when y'all saw each other, it was on and popping. One of y'all had to run. Yo, am I lying though? This is the 80s. When you had beef with somebody, there was no getting on the internet talking about it. When you saw the person, one of y'all had to run. That's it. That's it. That's a fact. Like the 80s was different. The 80s was different. Jordache. Yeah, the chicks, man, rocking Jordache. There was no internet. There was no niggas telling you what they gonna do to you. There was none of that. You know that you and this dude got problems. When y'all see each other, one of y'all gotta run. I don't know what to tell you. Because you gotta understand, real quick. Don't ask me what size my shit is, nigga. Yo size. How about that? Yo size. Yo exact size. These shits is comfortable. What about that? What size is those? This shit is comfortable as hell. You should get a pair. How about that? I had pro wings. That's a fact. I had pro wings. If you ain't had pro wings, I'm just saying. If you ain't had pro wings, come on, man. I had pro wings. Shout out to True Omega with the $5 drop. He said, loving the vibe right now. Took me back on the scrim. Yo, people don't understand how the 80s was, man. That's why when people be talking, whatever they talking to me on here, I'm like, yo, you don't understand. I grew up in the 80s by myself. I don't give a fuck what any of y'all niggas is talking about. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, shit. I don't know what to tell you. I grew up in the 80s by myself. I don't know what, you niggas can't tell me shit. No, that's what I'm trying to explain to people. Nigga, you know how people like they came out the mud? Nigga, I came out the bricks of the Bronx. I don't know what to tell you. I came out of the motherfucking bricks of the Bronx, nigga. I came from the Bronx when the Bronx was the Bronx. I came from the Bronx when other boroughs didn't come to the Bronx by themselves. Hold on. Am I lying? You did not go to Brooklyn by yourself, and you did not go to the Bronx by yourself. Am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying, though? Is that really what it was? You did not go to Brooklyn by yourself. You did not go to the Bronx by yourself. Period. You go to Brooklyn, them niggas is gonna definitely rob you. You come to the Bronx, you're gonna get fucked up for no reason. Tell me, yo, am I lying? The boogie down Bronx. This is a fact. You go to Brooklyn, them niggas gonna rob you. That's a fact, yo. And bro, them niggas gonna rob you, yo. What the fuck? You going to Brooklyn? Them niggas gonna rob you, yo. You going by yourself? What's her name? What the fuck you talking about? Them niggas gonna rob you, yo. You go to the Bronx, niggas is gonna fuck you up for no reason. That's what I'm trying to explain you. That's how the Bronx was. Niggas fuck you up for no reason. Niggas just be chilling. Like seeing you. It's 3 of them and there's 1 of you. Let's go whoop this nigga ass. Yo, look at this nigga. This nigga think he fly. I'm telling you. Who the fuck this nigga think he is? That nigga over here minding his business. Walking. Trying to tell you. The 80s was different, homie. I'm not trying to minimize any other era. Alright? Every era has its shit. I'm just saying. I grew up in the time in the Bronx, right? When niggas would be chilling and just be like, yo, let's go look for somebody to beat up. Niggas just be chilling and be like, yo, let's look for somebody to beat up. You just get off your porch and walk a couple neighborhoods over and you look for some kids to fight. This is a fact. I used to hang out with some badass kids. I was like 4 or 5 years old. I used to hang out with some badass kids. We used to literally just be outside and niggas be like, yo, let's go look for some people to beat up. I'm telling you. They used to have this thing called Wildin'. Do y'all remember the Central Park 5? They would call it Wildin'. That's what people used to do in the 80s. They used to just go wildin'. They used to just pack up and go places, get in the pack, go places to have fights and beat up people. Yeah, people was getting killed over them Averex jackets. That's a fact. And your bike got stolen and they was stealing people's bikes all the time and shit and throwing people's shoes on it. Niggas was weirdos, yo. Niggas was doing weirdo shit in the 80s, man. I don't know what to tell you. Tell you, man. You can't. That's why I try to tell you. Like, I don't care who you are. If you came from the 80s, you ain't soft. I don't care who you are. This, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you could be a sucker. Let's get this clear. But you ain't soft. Shout out to Brooklyn with the $4.99 drop. Brooklyn says, I'm from BK. I could have guessed that by your name. He says, I'm from BK, but my family from Webster Projects. Wow, it was definitely different. Yo, I'm going to explain something to you. I used to walk by Webster Projects almost every day by myself from when I was about 10 years old, 10 years old, to I was about 10, 11 years old till I was about 13. I used to walk past and go through Webster Projects all the time. Webster Projects was dangerous as shit for everybody that don't know. Webster Projects, dangerous as shit. Like, dangerous as shit. Like, I don't know how to explain this to you. That place is dangerous. Shout out to DSTN with the $5 drop. No comment. He's doing the Clint Eastwood eyes. Him and his wife. They doing it together. They doing the Clint Eastwood eyes in tandem. They saying, you rat bastards. You sap suckers. We seize you with our Clint Eastwood eyes. But the wife can't see anything because the eyelashes she got. She has the eyelashes. It's too big. So the wife can't see anything. But DST and he sees it all. Yeah, yo, that's a fact. If you couldn't fight, you couldn't buy certain clothes. Rue Jones said, if you had a sheepskin or a bomber and you wasn't nobody, you saw them wearing your stuff the next day. That's a fact. That's a fact. Some people just didn't buy certain clothes because they couldn't fight. You couldn't, niggas is gonna rob you. Yep, let me ride your bike. You don't never see that bike again, or you see that bike in like 2 weeks. Nigga be like, yo, I was trying to bring it back. Or what bike? When they said what bike, then you just be like, all right, nigga. You gotta square up, or you gotta let him have the bike. It's your two options. You gotta square up, or you gotta let the nigga have the bike, right? Like, you're gonna be like, you gonna see him riding your bike. He's gonna be like, yo, why ain't you bring, Will, man, my bike? And you're like, what bike? It's like, oh, man, Debo. Playing Skelly. I miss playing Skelly. Yo, who in New York want to do a Skelly competition? BB and Skelzy's competition. We should do a BB and Skelzy's competition. Y'all know I have a DM. If you're in New York City, I need to be hitting me more often so we can do BBN stuff. You're literally in the chat all the time and you're in New York City. Niggas used to get the wax, put the wax in the top, and you get the top. You know what tops? You get the top from the top of the juice. You have the juice where you pull the wrap like this, and you pull the top off. Then you put the wax in that bitch. Bam! Some people like flicking it like that. Some people like I don't know. I flick it both ways. Bang! I flick it like that. Bang! I flick it like that. Bang! The milk top. We got to do a Skelzy's competition. I do a Skelzy's competition. That's a fact. We go get somebody. We got to have somebody that's going to have some spray paint so we could just put the board up real quick. The police, we don't know where this guy's is at. So we got to have to find a spot, put the board down. Sometimes you put quarters in the top. Sometimes you put change in the top so your top be heavier. Oh, they kicking y'all out now. They kicking y'all out. Yo, sometimes you put coins in the top so the top heavier. So when you blast the motherfucker, you shoot that nigga all the way over there. That's a fact. The bottom of the school chairs, that's a fact, because that metal slide like a motherfucker. It's a fact. Anyway. Oh, we used to do mad flip. I used to be scared. Because you got to remember, I'm out there. I'm like 4 or 5 years old and shit. This is before I'm even at elementary school. A lot of this shit is before I even went to elementary school, for everybody to know. A lot of this shit is before I even went to elementary school. So I be out there. Some of this stuff is before I even went to freaking kindergarten, to be honest with you. So my friends be out there. All my when I used to hang out with, he was about like 4 years older than me and shit. So when I was 6, this nigga was like 10. When I was 5, he was 9. You understand what I'm saying? So he outside doing all that flipping shit. I'm trying. I'm damn near killing myself. We playing in abandoned buildings. Them buildings that I was showing y'all. Hold on. Let me explain something real quick. Let me explain something real quick so you can just get an understanding of what kind of weirdo shit we was doing. You see this building right here? Not this specific building, obviously. But you see this building right there? That's an abandoned building. No one lives in that building. None of those buildings. No one lives in any of these buildings. All of these buildings are abandoned. We go in those buildings and play. The floors are falling. The ceiling is collapsing. There's no stairs some places. I don't know what to tell you. But we're in those buildings and we're playing and catching pigeons and then selling the pigeons to the drug dealers with the pigeon coops. That's what we're doing. I'm like 4 or 5 years old. That's why I keep trying to tell people when they be threatening me with shit. Like, you understand where I come from, nigga? Yeah, you fought all the time. There was everybody, because everybody, or you fought all the time. My only problem was the kids I was hanging out with. Like, if we was the little rascals, you know, the little tiny kid that everybody's, hey, come along with me and grab their hand. That was like me, but they wasn't grabbing my hand. That's gay. But that was me. Shout out to that. No disrespect to the gay community. It was a joke. I'm pretty sure y'all told one before. Shit. Oh, the push pop tops? Yeah, because you could put, you know how much fucking clay or whatever the hell you want to put in there? Clay or wax. Niggas used to be professional top makers. I'm telling you, people, you be have that one kid that make the dope ass tops. And he will sell them shits. Yeah, I've seen kids sell tops. Quarter, $1. Y'all buy your top for $1. I'm telling you. You just sell Skelsy tops. Shit is crazy. We used to play in abandoned buildings, be on the roof of abandoned buildings, jumping from beam to the other beam. That's well, not the roof. Like when you like in the building, sometimes there's no floor, so all that's there is the beams. So we jumping from beams to get to the, cause they leaving me. I'm a little kid, nigga. You gotta keep up or go home. Nah, kids is inside the crib. We was outside almost dying. Yeah, it had no roof. That's what I was trying to explain. We wasn't on the roof. It had no roof. So we jumping over beams. Thank you, Stay Wise. This shit had no. We be in buildings with no fucking roof, yo. This shit was crazy. That's what I was doing when I was a kid. Nowadays, I don't know what these kids is doing. Shout out to them though. I'm not trying to knock them. Salute, but I'm saying I'm happy they not doing what I was doing. Not for nothing. We was almost dying. And every once in a while, you will hear about some kid that fell in one of those buildings and died. You had to go outside to have fun. I remember when I got an Atari. Let me tell you about some shit, right? Okay, so this is my favorite birthday memory. I'm going to share it with y'all. This is hands down my favorite birthday memory ever. I'm going to explain why. I had asked my father for an Atari one year, right? I'm not going to talk about no other Christmases. I'm going to talk about this Christmas in the vacuum, right? It was my birthday. I actually get the Atari, right? But my father didn't know nothing about games, so when he bought the Atari, I don't think he gamed with a game. And then my father gave me money to go buy games, and that's the reason why I'm saying that this is my favorite birthday memory, it's not because I got the Atari, which I'm happy to get because I really never got birthday gifts, but it's because that's the first time I got money myself, went by myself, walked from where I lived on 181st Street in Park Avenue to Fordham Road in Webster Avenue, went to the store, and I bought cartridges from the store by myself. That's the first time I ever did anything like that. And this was one of those rare moments. Um, and that's one of my that's hands down my best birthday memory. That was dope. That's the first time I ever actually. I think that's the first time I walked to Fordham by myself. Also, I think that's the first time I walked to Fordham by myself. By myself. A dope memory. I appreciate my pops for that. That was a dope memory. That was dope. Oh, I used to love Asteroid. I used to love Avengers. I mean, Defender. Pardon me. I used to love the game Defenders. Hold on. So everybody, hold on. We could, since we talking about games and shit, I could show every. So I show everybody what we talking about real quick. Um, you said Asteroids first, right? Yeah, that was. I I'm telling you right now, that's my favorite memory ever of my birthday. And not so much because I got the Atari, which I was happy I got, but um, that was the first time I like ever did like I've always been self sufficient. I've never really had a choice, to be honest with you. All right, so this is Asteroids. Is they gonna show the gameplay, you rat bastards? Or y'all just gonna show the damn get start up screen? All right, so this is Asteroids. For everybody that don't know, I'm trying to. Oh god, dang it. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to show you. Okay, this is Asteroids. They got a whole bunch of rocks that's flying around. They got a whole bunch of. Yo, is that crazy? Did y'all see how the pillow was still lit up in the background? That shit is dope, right? Hold on, that shit ain't dope. That shit ain't dope. That shit ain't dope. How the. Pardon me. That shit ain't dope. How the snowflake is still lit up like that. That shit ain't dope. Come on, y'all trying to tell me that shit ain't dope? That shit ain't dope. Ah, rat bastards. I used to like Defender because I just like games where you save people. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't see myself being able to save people in Asteroid. I just see myself shooting asteroids. But in Defender, you fly around, you shoot down alien ships, and then you save people from being taken from the aliens and stuff like that. That made me feel like I was doing something. So I just like Defenders better. Does it seem like this changed? Centipede, I never really liked. Frogger, I never really cared for. No, I did not lie and say that. I just told you about one instance where he actually did do something, and that should explain why that particular situation is such a big deal to me. I just explained why that situation is such a big deal to me. I never really got anything. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Hardest game to play on Atari? E.T. by far. There's no way that I don't even know what you're supposed to do. E.T. by far hardest game to play. My dude, I don't need to lie. You feel me? Like I don't do that. I wear everything on my sleeve, so I don't lie. E.T. hardest game ever. E.T. and then probably that, what's that game people talk about? Soul something? some soul game that people talk about. E.T. hardest game ever. I don't even know what you're supposed to do in the damn thing. You're supposed to walk around, find a guy, and take a guy to a place to get a thing, and then take that thing to somewhere else. I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do in that game. That game is hard as shit. That game is just confusing and stupid. But there's a reason for that, because the game was rushed, actually. And the guy that, when they made the game, he actually wanted to add a lot of shit. E.T. is like a movie when they cut a lot of important elements of the movie out of the movie, so then you watch the movie and you don't know why people doing shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, think Batman v Superman. They cut a lot of important elements out of the movie. Like, at the end of the movie, let me explain something to y'all real quick, and I cannot be this much smarter than other people. You do know at the end of Batman v Superman, when he says Martha, Batman does not react that way because his mother has the same name. That's just a coincidence. Martha was probably a popular name around the time that that the person who made up Batman and came up with the mother's name, Martha was just a popular name around that time. So they gave it to they gave it to Martha Kent, and they gave it to Martha Wayne because it was just a popular name. One thing has nothing to do with the other. Now check this out. Check this out. The reason why he reacts that way when Superman says Martha, remember when the Flash came back from the past and said save her? And he's like, save who? Who the fuck am I saving? Save her. She's the key. Who the fuck am I saving, rat bastard? Stop playing the pronoun game. You could have just said her name this whole entire... I hate the pronoun game is a bitch. So he said save her. So when Superman says Martha, it's a female's name. That's what triggers him. Like, wait, what? And then he says to save her. Literally, Superman literally tells him to save Martha. After Batman has the damn dream where Flash comes from the fucking past and says save. So I don't understand how people don't get this. I cannot be that much smarter than people. Seriously. What in the hell? Nobody gets that? You know, this whole time I thought it'd been a joke. I thought everybody was just joking, but everybody got it. I thought people was just mad. I didn't think that people literally thought that that's what the movie was trying to say. That's stupid. What in the fuck? Oh, I used to love Ghosts and Goblins. I used to love Ghosts and... Yeah, but no. The movie Batman v Superman doesn't even exist in the comic books. In the comic books, they took like 3 different storylines or 3 different concepts and smashed them together to make the movie. Rise from your grave. It sounds just like that too, don't it? Hold on. Charlie Santana. Don't it sound something like that? First try. I told you I played that game a lot. Ghouls and Goblins. Ghosts and Goblins, whatever you want to call it. Ghouls and Goblins was the second iteration. You didn't peep that? Nobody... Hold on, who knew that? Hold on, let's tell the truth. Hold on. The shit that I just explained about Batman v Superman, everybody that's seen Batman v Superman, who realized that? Who realized that? You realized that when you saw Batman v Superman, you didn't think about that because the whole saying Martha thing in the first place just sounded stupid. I don't know why Superman said that either. The problem is, why did Superman say that? The fact for Superman to say that was stupid. That don't make sense. Superman don't know that Batman that needs to save a woman. It don't make sense for Superman to say that. He says, save Martha. Makes no sense for him to say that. That's where the problem actually lies. That's where the problem in the script. I also went to school for script writing. Like I told you, I went to school for digital media. And when I went to school for digital media, one of the things we had to take up was script writing and film editing and stuff like that. Yes. What the fuck? The fact that Superman says save Martha is the problem. That don't make sense. What up, Prince to Amir? That don't make sense. That shit is stupid. He don't know who the fuck Martha is. Why is he calling her by her name? Stop. I guess he didn't want to play the pronoun game. But that's the payoff. That's the payoff. Okay, so this is what you do when you're making a movie. I mean, this is what you're doing when you're writing an element of a movie, right? You have a setup and then you have a payoff. The setup was when Flash said save her. The payoff was when Superman said save Martha. Wait, somebody else already explained this? Wait, somebody else already... So, thank you. I'm not the only one that knows this. Screen Junkies pointed this out too? Hold on, the bit... Who said that? Omega. Screen Junkies pointed this out too? Like, I don't even understand. Why the fuck? I don't know. The problem is when Superman said Martha. That doesn't make sense. But he had to say Martha because that's the payoff for when... What they should have had was Superman just say save her. And then Batman could say, huh? And then he could say my mother, Martha. Save her. That would have been better dialogue. That would have made sense. Yo, the arcade rooms used to be lit. Wait, who was kids? When Batman v Superman came out, I was a grown-ass adult. What are you talking about? Batman v Superman came out a couple of years ago. What are you talking about, Carmelo? Kids. What? Batman v Superman came out a couple of months ago, homie. I mean, a couple of years ago. The arcade used to be lit, though. I didn't think the movie was as bad as people make the movie out to be. I think people just set their expectations wrong. I think that Warner Brothers could have did a lot better. I think the problem with Warner Brothers is this. Okay, so real quick, we talking movies and we talking movies and shit. So let me explain something real quick. I'm gonna tell you what the problem that Warner Brothers have. That the MCU's dealing with this issue a lot better. But Warner Brothers has a big problem. A lot of the stories inside of DC Universe, the comic books, are disjointed. They don't go together. They're all in alternate universes and shit like that. They don't know how to deal with that on a movie level, right? I'm going to tell you how you solve that problem cinematically. But hold on. Before I tell you how you solve that problem cinematically, I'm going to explain what the problem is. The problem is this. No matter what they come out with, people are not going to be satisfied. Because people are going to always say, well, why did they do this way? And why did they do that way? Why did they add this element from this particular storyline, but not add this element from that other storyline? Because there is no definitive storyline in DC Universe. For everybody that don't know, they had an event in DC Universe a real long time ago where they basically destroyed the whole entire multiverse and made it one universe. They did some weirdo shit. I don't know how to explain it. You can't. They tried to do it with the WB, tried to do that with their channel, what they have on television, their television show, with all of their shows on television. They had something that was similar to that, the Time Crisis shit, right? They had something that was similar. Now this is how, real quick, how WB could solve this problem cinematically. Make every single cinematic movie that has ever came out in DC canon. I'll say this again. You make every single cinematic universe that has ever came out for a movie in DC canon. You make all of them part of one universe. You take that one universe now and you make that your multiverse. Now you can keep coming out with those movies, and the people that enjoy those movies could enjoy those movies, and the people that enjoy the other type of movie that you make, they could enjoy those. Then now, after you integrated all of these into, this is just really one reality. That means all of the Supermans are the real Supermans. Every Batman that ever existed is every Batman that ever existed. Every Joker is every Joker. You can literally do this with DC. You cannot do this with Marvel. The reason why DC is failing is because they're not sticking to their structure. They're trying to do what Marvel is doing because Marvel has a blueprint. But Marvel blueprint works for Marvel. It does not work for DC because DC was built a different way. Anyway, gonna move on. Their movies always seem like random scenes put together because when you do Warner Brother movies, Warner Brother and Sony's have a problem that the MCU don't have. They have people that don't know anything about anything that want to put shit in the movie. They'll have people that don't know anything about anything that has to deal with superhero movie. Know nothing about anything that got to deal with a superhero movie. But they'll want to put something in it because it did well in the spaceship movie. You know what? We should put one of those. We should put Headbun it. Long time ago. Not gonna go over it. We should put that thing in the movie from that spaceship movie. It don't got shit to do with what we doing here. But don't worry, people liked it. You get it? So that's the. You know what? We should change the element of that and turn it into something else because everybody want to be the smart guy. I'm gonna tell you something right now. You want to know the type of people that you should never work with? The person that when you come to them with an idea, they're telling you all the ways you can fix it. The problem isn't with the idea. The problem is with you. They don't want you to have a great idea. That's why they're trying to incorporate their own ideas into your idea. So now your idea becomes both of your ideas. You get it? So when you go to somebody and you say, yo, you know what? I got an idea for something. And they're like, yo, what is it? And you tell that to them and they be like, yo, okay, how can I help you? What can I do? Those are the type of people you want to be involved with. You don't want to be involved with the person that they come to you with an idea and they say, yo, you know what you should try? Nah, nigga, I know what I should try. I just told you what I should try. We just discussed it. Everything that you're about to say has nothing to do with what I'm going to try. And that's the type of time you gotta be on with fools. Anyway, so that's the problem with the DC cinematic universe. Everybody too many cooks in the shit. There's too many chefs in the kitchen. That's it. That's really all. It's not hard to make a Superman movie. A Superman movie a Superman origin film is always gonna be a fish out of water movie, right? Always. Period. Because he's a fish out of water. He's the biggest fish out of water in fiction. Right? The Superman. He's the biggest fish out of water in that I could think of. Think of a bigger one. Anyway, so the first Superman movies, Superman movies in general should always be a fish out of water. Every single movie he needs to be learning more about the human race. Every single movie he needs to be learning about his limitations and the things that he needs to do and something that now he's cognizant of that he wasn't before. Every single movie should have these elements. You understand what I'm saying? Superman should never be learning because us as human beings, we never stop learning. You understand what I'm saying? If Superman is going to be physically perfect, and a lot of people don't know that Superman's a genius also. Y'all know that, right? Superman has genius level intellect. They don't play on that in the movies and in television and shit like that enough. But Superman has genius level intellect, by the way. So the issue is they not making good fish out of water movies, right? You need to put Superman in more situations where he has to try to use his power. He can't. And he's successful doing something without being able to use his strength, or without being able to use his speed or his ability to fly. We have situations and we show him think and get out of these situations or help a person or make a thing happen due to his intellectual acumen. That's how you make a Superman movie, and you do something that nobody's done before, but you stay true to the character. That's where WB is missing. All right, that's where they're missing out. That's what they need to do. That's just my opinion. I think that you need to put him, like, one of the worst things that DC has done, period, with Superman was allowing Paul Kent to die in the damn tornado shit. That was one of the worst things that they did. they made Superman look powerless. You never want Superman to be powerless. What we want to show is that he's more than just strength. He's more than just strength. He's more than just flight. He's more than just how fast he is. He's more than just incredibly durable. You know, this is the things that they need to try to put out there. Not just he's just, everybody already know you can't hurt him. So it needs to be more of an emotional. You know what you need to get somebody? You need to get somebody involved in writing a Superman movie, that maybe somebody that does romantic comedies. That's what I think they need to get. They need to get somebody that does romantic comedies and pair them with somebody that do comic book movies or whatever the case is. Because at the end of the day, it's always Superman and Lois Lane, right? The movie don't even feel right if Lois Lane ain't in it, right? You want to know something else that didn't feel good about Batman v Superman? Lois Lane wasn't represented the appropriate way. Lois Lane is the official badass bitch. Could we get, hold on. Could we agree on, could we vote on that? Who says Lois Lane is one of the official badass bitches? I don't care that she's white. Could we just vote, fuck skin color? Could we just say, who thinks Lois Lane is one of the official badass bitches? Yes, no. Remember, Superman always have to save Lois Lane because she don't give a fuck. She don't care. She gonna go after the story. She don't care how dangerous it is. She don't care what she gotta do. What, nigga? Lois Lane is one of the official badass bitches. How the hell do you got a Superman movie that she's not in prominently? It's always a love story. That's a fact. Superman is a love story. Superman is about the love that Superman has for the Earth and the people of Earth, and for the love that Superman has for Lois Lane, and often how those loves are at conflict. There is a reality where Superman and Wonder Woman is a thing, or they were a thing. There is a reality where they were a thing or are a thing or whatever. But yeah, Superman is a, it should always be a love story. Every single Superman movie should be a love story. The love that Superman has for the people and him wanting to save people, and the love that Superman has for Lois Lane, and how those loves are constantly at conflict because he's got to do his job, but Lois Lane is always in some shit. And I think that they need to get it back to Lois Lane not knowing that Clark is Superman. They need to figure out a way to do that. They need to get a Superman that could look like Superman and look like Clark Kent, and at the same time not look like the other but look like the other. I think it's a possible thing, because I think that I think it's a possible thing. Yeah, yeah, Lois Lane is the original ride or die. That's a whole fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. Lois Lane, yo. If A Man had a Lois Lane, homie, we will all be winning. She be speaking. I mean, she got Superman, but Lois Lane will speak life into a nigga. That's what dudes need to stop being around them women that suck life out of you, telling you all the things you can't do. Let's try to encourage each other. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Let's go through these everybody that did a drop today. Lex Luthor, White Herman. Nah, it gotta be something more simple than that. It gotta be something way more simple than that. Way more simple. It has to be a way simpler explanation why people see Clark. They can just, there's two things you could do. One thing you could do is just make sure that Clark always has on frumpy clothes. Don't try to make Clark look attractive. He could always have on suits that just don't fit. He could always have glasses that just slightly broken. No, they redo the whole universe. Fuck that universe. But that universe is canon. Did you listen to the stuff that I said previously? You're gonna make all universes canon. But we all also gonna restart the thing and do it the right way. But we all also gonna keep making those other movies. And then those movies can collide with one another in one way or another. And then they're gonna then WB be seen like they're fucking geniuses. That would be literally what the DC universe is from the comic books, um, directly made into cinematic greatness. Anyway, yo, look, I love y'all. Let's go through the people who donated to the chat today. I'm gonna let y'all go. Like the Christopher Reeves, yeah, but we're gonna get that roof guy to play him because Superman is super smart. I don't understand why people don't understand this. Do you know how quickly your brain has to be able to register information in order for you to fly super fast and not run into anything? In order for you to run super fast and not run into anything? Superman is super smart. His brain processes information at a super rate. Exactly, it's Superman. But I think people don't understand how smart Superman is, how intelligent he is. I think they just think he's brains and brawn. I think that's really bad writing, though. I think people could just do better writing, man. I think people just Anyway, shout out to Booksmart Street Smart with the $2.99 drop. Shout out to Lauderdale Action with the $4.99 drop. Shout out to Roach with the $5 drop. Shout out to Lauderdale Action again with the $1.99 drop. Shout out to True Omega Sunlight with the $5 drop. Shout out to Brooklyn Born with the $4.99 drop. Shout out to DSTN with the $5 drop. Shout out to Omega Sunlight with the $5 drop. Shout out to Prince 2 Amir with the $12 drop. Shout out to DZ with the $5 drop. And shout out to Vic Star with the $30 drop. I definitely appreciate all of you guys. You guys are the best. I appreciate all of y'all just in general. I like when everybody come through. I like when y'all comment. Sometimes I'm not going to be lying. And this is the Vic Star drop. I didn't get an opportunity to show it earlier. She says, BBN Wave. I was about to wipe the camera over here to get this. Anyway, salute to everybody. Everybody, go have a great day out there. Friday's my orange day. I think from now on Friday, I'm wearing orange. Friday's my orange day. I gotta go get more and more orange clothes. Friday's orange day. Orange is the color of the BBN. BBN, that's our color, orange. Yo, look, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Everybody, go out there and be great. Don't let somebody else prevent you from being great. Meaning, don't allow somebody else to prevent you from being a team. Don't allow somebody else to prevent you from helping somebody else. Don't allow someone else to prevent you from doing everything that you can to make sure that you and your circle is complete and safe and winning. Don't allow somebody else. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bros Bonus. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one.